frameworks which we are created for the POC applications for the POC. So in this framework, we basically we are using a Java, and also we are using a BDD framework for the Cucumbers, and then Maven in the also for the reporting purpose we are using Exchange report, so where we can see the report very clearly. And this is very feasible for the both applications, so user can basically very clear about the what we are doing. So why we are using a BDD framework and using a Cucumber? The main thing is like in the BDD framework or using a Cucumber, so uh, anyone can understand easily. Just click on the login features file, means the features files, and then they can see what we are doing. So in this features file, which what we are doing, everything we are writing in a simple English word, not we're doing like any coding and all. So in the features file we have mentions all the uh, things in the word, English word. So see here, this is the scenario, first scenario, this is the second scenario. In the first scenario, what we are doing, like the user should be able to launch the app, so anyone can just come on the features file, and then they can see and they can easily understand what we are doing. So this is our features files which we are using for the scenario writing. So what scenario or what test cases we are doing, right? So, and this is our driver. Driver is a very important class, because in the driver we have mentioned all the precondition which is required for the both the application Android as well as the iOS applications. So in the Android, what the basically what the required for the launching the applications, login and the applications. So this all the capability which is required for the Android automations, we are using all the capabilities, and we are writing all the capability here. And the same thing which is required for the iOS applications, all the capability we have written here. So the main differences in the capability for the Android as iOS is, in an Android we are using a app package name or activity name, but in the iOS applications we are using a UDID and the bundle ID to uh, for the app. And basically this is the server, Appium server. So first we need to run this servers, and then we can execute our script. So this is our private classes. So we are not anything we are hard coded here. We are just, if we need to run on the Android applications, so it will be run work for the Android, and if we need to run on the iOS applications, we can work on the iOS applications. So is it it's very easy to execute on the both applications, right? And we have created one separate page wise for the Android as well as iOS application. So this is the Android login page. So we have mentions all the locators which is required for the launch the app and log in the app. So using a Appium inspector, we have inspect the element, and using the UI automated viewer, all the locators name is here. So which we are doing on, and this is also in the page what the functions need to be waited. It means like the first, when we are launching the application, then click on the first setting button, so setting, then we are click on the login buttons. So this is the method which we are already available in the application. So that method we are using, and then for the automating our Android application. So this is the for the Android, and the same for the iOS application. Basically, the functionality is the same for the Android as well as iOS applications. So for that, but the locator name is a different. For the iOS applications, the locator name is a different. Means like the for the input, this one is the locators for the iOS application. But in Android, if you can see that this is the different. So, so input email ID. So here this is locators means the different, and this is the different. So both the locators is the different for the Android as well as the iOS. Both the element is the different. Yeah. So for the iOS applications, we have mentioned all the things here, and the method is like they click the setting means same, the functionality is the same, but the locator name is the different. So this is our for the iOS applications, and this is our page definitions. Page definition means which we are doing in the applications. So we have mentions here in the page definitions, login page definitions, hence in for the login purpose batch what we are doing, all these things is mentions here. You can see, and this is our driver utility classes. So in the driver utility classes we have retain this things means like for the in the driver we have basically we are reading the data from the JSON. Earlier I was using JSON features file, but as per suggestions where for our teams, they are suggested means like we need to read the data from the JSON files, not from the features file. So we are reading the data here. Basically we are created different JSONs for the Android as well as the iOS application. So in the Android configuration file, we have mentions about the Android, and right now this is the for the one application, but we can you add the multiple devices here. Basically we are focused on the latest Android versions, so we can move just write down the 3 to 4 latest capabilities for the Android applications, and same thing we can configure for the iOS applications here. So is it not a big deal? We can integrate with the 4 to 5 devices capability here. Okay, so this is the our driver utils which we are using now. This is the our basically the our page object model framework setup. So this is the our smart runner, so which is the environment like this one is everything we have mentioned the here. Okay, and also we are for the reporting purpose we are using Exchange report. So we have also integrated the Exchange report, and in the form.xml we are using all the dependency here. So basically our script is written in the Java, and basically we can create the multiples XML suite. So if we need to run only the smart testing, sanity testing, then we can integrate the different group. Okay, so now let me run first uh, our script and then see how is it going to execute. Okay, so first, so so let me run on the Android applications. So let me open the details, and then basically I'm just running from the command line. So we are just moving on the projects. Oh, let me check. So yes. So open properties, then move on here, then open the terminals. Which command I have used? Let me. I have already command for the invite. So let me copy this command. Let me open the app and enter. So running the test. So let's see the first launch the app, then scroll down. So here we are verifying the user name. So Santosh is logged in on. So how can we can verify that? So user is able to log in or not. So here see the Santosh is logged in. So this is the first completed first and second scenario for the Android applications. Let me check on the report parts. So let me this one closing. See it. So I'm closing this one. So let me fetch the report, see target folders. So let me refresh the first. This one, the face. Now this is the new report. So let me open System Explorer and double click. So see, this is our result which we are uh, completed. So all the test cases in the past. Okay. Now let me let's put this check on the iOS applications. So this is our simulators, and now again I am going to run the project. See the same way we are if we need to run on the iOS applications again. Basically we can go by the CD on the project and then we can execute it. It's not a big deal. So now this is again I am opening that new terminals and just pasting the command for the iOS application. So this is for the iOS applications. So let me control C and then we click on. Let me open the iOS application. So see here, this is the see this is uh, now, now I can click on login, then sign in into any user email. So okay, see the this is completed. Now we can see the again the one report. So let me close it. Close it. See here, let me refresh target folder and then see new report. So face it. Now we can open this report showing System Explorer and open this one. So this one is the Android and this is the for the iOS application. So see this is the reports. The how report is going on. Okay. Thank you everyone. So this is we have done the POC for the Android as well as the iOS applications. And I'm also waiting for the your feedback. So if you need to enhance something there, then we can work on that. Thank you.